What if someone told you that Leica is preparing to release the most divisive camera in the entire history of the M series? A camera so unexpected, so unconventional, and so far removed from Leica tradition that it has already split the photography world into two fiercely opposed groups, before it's even been officially acknowledged. That camera is rumored to be the Leica M11-V, and the early information circulating about it is causing reactions ranging from disbelief to excitement. What follows is a detailed breakdown of the leaked specifications, the surprising release timeline, and a pricing strategy that is challenging long-held assumptions about Leica's place in the photography market. For many photographers, these leaked details will either reignite their respect for the brand or raise serious doubts about the direction Leica is heading. The Leica M11-V is said to feature the same 60-megapixel full-frame sensor found across the M11 lineup, paired with the Maestro 3 processor. This combination is known for producing excellent detail, strong dynamic range, and the ability to process very large image files efficiently. Leica appears to be relying on this proven sensor processor setup instead of introducing new hardware, prioritizing consistency and refinement rather than radical performance changes. However, the real controversy surrounding the Leica M11-V has nothing to do with the sensor. The biggest shock is the claim that Leica has removed the traditional optical rangefinder altogether. In its place, the M11-V reportedly features a fully integrated electronic viewfinder, a built-in EVF with a 5.76 million dot resolution on a 0.5-inch panel. This is where the photography community becomes deeply divided. For decades, the rangefinder has been the defining element of the Leica M identity. It is more than a focusing tool, it is a philosophy, a way of photographing that emphasizes anticipation, manual precision, and a very specific style of framing. By removing this core element, Leica is essentially reimagining what an M camera can be. Supporters of the rumored change argue that this update brings the M series into the modern era by embracing digital focus aids, instant preview capabilities, and greater accuracy at wide apertures. Critics counter that removing the rangefinder turns the M11-V into something fundamentally different, more like a mirrorless camera with an M mount than a true M series tool. The Leica M11-V's EVF is expected to provide 0.76x magnification along with diopter adjustments and enhanced digital focusing tools, such as focus peaking and magnification. For photographers who struggle with manual focus using the traditional rangefinder, this could be a significant improvement. Still, the symbolic weight of removing the iconic rangefinder window cannot be underestimated. The design of the M11-V is rumored to reflect this shift as well. Early descriptions suggest the top plate will lose the familiar ISO dial, and the front will appear cleaner, lacking the classic rangefinder windows. Instead, the camera will incorporate a new function lever design to control EVF-related settings quickly without interrupting the shooting flow. Despite these dramatic changes, Leica seems determined to keep certain M traditions intact. The M11-V is said to remain fully compatible with the complete lineup of Leica M mount lenses, staying true to the system's heritage of mechanical excellence and lens interchangeability. The build quality is expected to remain thoroughly German, with premium materials and the signature diamond pattern leatherette grip continuing to reinforce the camera's luxury positioning. Furthermore, the Leica M11-V is reportedly a photograph-only device, just like the classic M models. Leica appears uninterested in adding video capabilities or hybrid functions that have become standard across the rest of the camera industry. This decision will likely be applauded by Leica purists who believe video has no place in the M system, while others may see it as yet another indication that Leica aims to serve a very specific type of photographer. The release timeline for the Leica M11-V is just as intriguing as the specs. Current industry whispers suggest that Leica is targeting October 2025 for the official announcement. This timing is significant because October has increasingly become Leica's preferred month for rolling out major new products. Releasing the M11-V at this time positions it as the brand's centerpiece for the upcoming holiday season and signals that Leica wants this camera to serve as its flagship product heading into 2026. But the timeline becomes even more interesting when examining the expected delivery schedule. Although the announcement may arrive in October, shipments of the M11-V are rumored to begin only in late Q4 2025. This delay implies that many early adopters may not receive the camera until December, or perhaps even early January in some regions. Leica has used this staggered release strategy many times in the past, and it often means that initial production batches will be extremely limited. It appears Leica is preparing a controlled rollout that will create high demand while preserving the exclusivity that many Leica buyers expect. This strategy also positions the Leica M11-V directly against competing flagship releases from major brands such as Sony, Nikon, and Canon. All three companies typically introduce advanced mirrorless models in the final months of the year, aiming to capture holiday interest. By choosing the same window, Leica is effectively signaling that the M11-V has the potential to stand alongside these heavily spec-driven cameras, even though it offers far fewer technological features. Whether that move reflects bold confidence or risky ambition is still up for debate. The most contentious aspect of the Leica M11-V, however, may be the pricing. Based on current whispers, Leica intends to price the M11-V between $7,200 and $7,800 in the United States. This number is startling not because it is unusually high for Leica, but because Leica reportedly views this price point as entry-level for the M11 series. In Europe, the price may fall between €7,000 and €7,500, still placing it among the most expensive enthusiast-focused cameras on the market. When compared to the existing lineup, the pricing reveals an unmistakable strategy. The original M11 debuted at roughly $8,295, while the more advanced M11P launched closer to $9,195. By placing the M11V below both, Leica is creating a new stepping point into the M ecosystem, one that offers fewer traditional Leica features but a lower cost of entry. This approach raises fascinating questions about Leica's understanding of its customer base. Most mainstream camera companies compete aggressively on specs, constantly adding new computational tools, hybrid shooting capabilities, and autofocus improvements. Yet Leica seems to move in the opposite direction. They are stripping away features that other brands promote heavily and charging premium prices for a camera built around simplicity, craftsmanship, and a particular shooting experience. Critics argue that the M11V offers less technology for more money. Supporters argue that technology is not the primary reason anyone buys a Leica in the first place. The Leica M11V appears to reflect a deeper philosophy within Leica's business model, the belief that photography as an art form can exist separately from the increasingly technical, feature-driven direction of the broader camera industry. For Leica, the product is not just a tool, it is a physical expression of a photographic lifestyle, and this lifestyle holds value beyond specifications. The M11V's pricing suggests that Leica believes a subset of photographers still desires an object of craftsmanship, precision, and heritage, even if it costs significantly more than competing cameras that offer broader functionality. The Leica M11V may not be the only polarizing camera entering the market in 2025, but it is certainly one of the most revealing. The decisions Leica makes with this model will influence how photographers evaluate every new release from every brand moving forward. In an industry filled with hype, marketing claims, and rapidly evolving technology, understanding the real value of a camera has never been more important.